together here. Give me 1 second. Good morning. Good morning. Mm-mm-mm. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Rich. Yeah, message. Are you on your CPU today? It's not cold. It's just a little chilly, and I don't want to get sick. So I could technically, and I might take off my sweatshirt, but we'll see. It's in like the low 60s here, so it looks very pretty, but it's a little mediocre. Some people probably have on their or you're not currently. Okay, cool, no problem. I'm just gonna do some chatter with you today, and some cleaning up. I'm gonna pull out some plants today. I'm gonna pull out all the carrots so I can plant in new carrots and some other things. Just a little dilly-dallying around the garden. See if I could start my weekend off with a little relaxation and gardening. I didn't schedule this live stream, so I'm wondering how it'll go with not being scheduled. Looking forward to next week content dropping. Um, I'm wondering how you think the hot sauce video is gonna go. Hopefully it goes good. But today I'm just gonna be out here dilly-dallying, chatting. I'll have my phone with me, mostly not really looking at the laptop to see who's chatting, but I'm gonna try to catch the messages as we go. So like I said, I'm just gonna start pulling out some plants today. Um, I don't have my compost like I normally would, but it's okay. I don't have compost. I'm just gonna refresh the soil, pull out some plants. I've been like procrastinating because my plants are still producing, so I hate to pull out plants. I see people in here. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. It's a little later than what I would usually go live, so hopefully this is better for everybody. So if you're in the chat, say hello. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe so you can get the notifications going forward. So hit that thumbs up and subscribe this morning. But yeah, a little bit of chatter, answer some questions along the way. Hello, Gloria. Gloria, where are you from? Do you have a garden? What zone are you in? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining us. So I'm going to just start to get to work. I'll see the questions as we go. Let me just try one thing here. 1 second. Okay. Yes, you have a garden? What do you have in your garden, Gloria? You got carrot questions? It's actually funny you say that because we're going to go over and pull out all the carrots this morning. I was going to wait until tomorrow, but I'm going to pull them out today so that tomorrow I could plant in that space because I'm going to prep that space today for tomorrow. And I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to put over where the carrots are. I don't think I'm going to put more carrots there. I think I'm going to give the carrots a little break and then plant something else. I heard that that's good for the plants to like rotate stuff in and out. So maybe we should do that first. Yeah. Good morning, Camille. The house is awake, so we'll see. But let me just, let's go over to the carrots first. Let me get my little, I don't know if I have a big enough basket. Tomatoes, carrots, and flowers. Nice, nice. So I have carrots that I planted here. I'm gonna do a big pull today. I'm gonna try to pull them all out. I'm also gonna trim out. If you see here, this is like my little pepper jungle here, and it's kind of crazy the amount of pepper plants I have in here. And today I'm actually going to come in here and trim them out. Like, not like cut them down, but I'm definitely going to trim the pepper plant bushes, because now it's like, good morning, GYC. Thank you for the heart. Make sure you like and subscribe. So I'm going to go in and trim out some of these pepper plants. Not like pull them out, but like trim the limbs on them, because I could barely fit in there now. And it's starting to kind of annoy me a little bit. So if you check, like I come in, and as soon as I come in, I'm getting hit by like a pepper plant. And like, yeah, I like the pepper plants, but now it's kind of annoying. So thank God for abundant growth, but this is kind of annoying. So I'm here. I guess I'll scoot myself back a little bit. Good morning, Gary. Gary says he has, I got cucumbers, broccoli, and jalapeno peppers growing up in New York. Okay, New York, same time zone, almost. I think your gardening zone is a little bit different from mine, so I'm gonna scoot myself back. I have my hat on because in here with the peppers, I saw some spiders the other day, and I don't really want spiders in my hair. So today we're gonna pull out, maybe I could refocus the camera, go on the inside, put you down so you can kind of see where I'm pulling the carrots at. Yeah, so I think that's a little better. Rich, let me know if, don't do that. Rich gonna say snake. So my moderator for today, as always, is my big brother, and he knows that I'm scared of snakes. But I don't think there are any snakes in here. This is like my backyard, and I've never seen a snake in my backyard. Thank you, thank you. All right, so like I said earlier, I'm gonna completely pull out my carrots here. Let me just show you the carrots that I'm gonna pull. I've been pulling them here and there, so let me try to refocus the camera so you can see what I'm pulling this morning. So you see all these carrots here? I'm gonna try to pull them all out and see. I'm gonna try to see what they look like this morning. We've been pulling them just to see what they look like. So, all right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna start in the front. I know that we got some baby carrots that we should have thinned out, so not too shabby. I like it. This was a good one. Put that in my basket. They're kind of growing together here. Got some baby carrots. That's not too bad. Kind of try to brush the dirt off of it a little bit. Good morning, Duck King. How are you? How are you? There's a lot of worms in here, which is a good thing. So this one is no good. Good morning. How are you? If you have a garden, let me know where you're from. Thank you for saying good morning. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, so that you can see me. I'm actually live today, everybody, but I'll actually be live for longer tomorrow. I have some things to do today, but like I said, I'm out here trying to clean out this garden so that I can refresh my soil. Oh, this is a fat one. Here we go. I like it. And I think that I must have planted like different variety of carrots out here. So, okay, so we got some babies. They're like all tangled up. You're good? I'm good too. This is crazy. So this one, no good. I'm gonna put it in a compost bin. Pause. That's right. My bad. It's a PG-13 stream. All right. So, got a baby carrot here. I'm not seeing like long ones, but it's okay. Got all my, I'm trying to pull the leaves out, the tops of them, because I'm gonna put those in my compost bin. I'm trying to learn how to compost, everybody, too. So if you have any composting tips, please let me know. All right. Also, if you have any questions along the way, this is a good one. All right. Gonna get these all washed up in a little bit. Wash them off and see what they look like. I Probably should have took a picture of what it looked like before. So if anybody's out there and you grow carrots, does your carrots get a little longer than this? Let me know. Or a little bigger. Pull all these carrots out. How do you plant carrots better to get each one to grow similar? So when I planted these carrots out this time, what I did was I kind of just like sprinkled them out there. But I'll show tomorrow how to plant carrots to try to get them the same size. You should probably just like plant them in a row and like make sure you space them out properly. So that way each carrot has enough room to grow down properly. When I planted these, it was pretty much like a trial and error because I wasn't quite sure about how good the seeds were going to be. But apparently they were good. So, and then you also got to make sure that you plant in some soil that is fairly loose so that they have room to grow. So I'm throwing a lot of the leaves and stuff out as they're breaking off just because I'm going to put them in my compost bin. I heard that compost likes, even in compost, carrots like aerated soil that's kind of like loose so they can grow down. So even though these right here are pretty small, they're like baby carrots. They're still edible. I had a few of them yesterday because I pulled. So yeah, we're out here pulling up these carrots. This one grew like little baby legs. It was one carrot, but it grew kind of weird. It's kind of cute though, right? And this is a good size one. I'm going to turn on the water hose in a little bit, spray these off. And like I said, I'm not going to replant carrots in this section. I'm going to plant some carrots maybe a little bit farther over. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. And then we got one little skinny mini in here. So this is the carrots for the day. Let me just try to clean up this a little bit before I try to plant anything else in here. Like I said, I'm going to top it off with some, normally I would do compost, but this time I'm going to do some garden soil and put a little bit of fertilizer down there, which it's fine. So I see a weed in here, a couple weeds I'm going to pull out, make sure I'm all ready for the seeds I'm going to put in tomorrow. So yeah, my carrots there, I'm pretty happy with it. Can't complain about it, right? And I'll point you down to the soil. Look, I got a few worms in here that means that my soil is very, very good and rich. When you see a lot of the worms in, that's a good sign. So I'm out here just, like I said, I'm a little late with my fall planting, but I'm hoping that I can still get some fall production. Like I said, I just hate to pull stuff out when it's still producing pretty good. Another thing I'm gonna do is come in here and trim out these pepper bushes because it's wild, like wild. So now that I got the carrots out, I'm gonna go turn on the water hose and try to wash the carrots off a little bit so we can see what all we got. So here we go. We got all these carrots. It's not bad, right? Not what I thought it was gonna be. I wasn't sure if I was gonna end up getting carrots at all. So I will turn on the water hose. Let me go put these carrots over to the side over here. And I'll actually probably put them on the steps and just to rinse them off. I actually have a bottle of water here. So yeah, here we go. It's kind of sunny out here today, which is good. I'm gonna go get the water hose real quick. Try to rinse off these carrots. I lay them down on the ground. Put them on top of this bag to make it easier. All right. So Trying to make sure if anybody asks any questions in the chat, I catch it. On my other device, let me just refresh before I get my water hose out here. If you're new to the stream, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for joining me this morning. All right. Let me go get this water hose. My computer's messing with me this morning, y'all. It's okay though. We're gonna make the best with what I got. All right. Okay, so let me go get this water hose. I'll be right back. All right, so I got the water hose here. Spray off these carrots and then put them. This water hose doesn't want to cooperate with me this morning, but it's okay. I'll spray off the carrots. All right, so because I have the water hose out here and on already, I might as well just try to water some plants. So if you're new here, you'll see my carrot harvest. Can't complain. I'm gonna take a picture here in a few minutes so that I can post what my carrots look like. I like it. I probably should have got my bigger basket here, but you know what? I'll just put them on the table here. Oh man, it's a bee. Okay, so put my carrots on the table. Snap me a picture here. Got some fat daddy carrots this morning. Oh, it took a long time. So it takes carrots a long, long time to grow. So the question in the chat is how many weeks did it take to grow? I planted these carrots at the end of May and we're in September, so months for that. So, and then, but you gotta think I also have been getting, I've been getting carrots throughout the season, so I'll pick them one off. That's what who said. So, all right. So yesterday I was out here and I noticed that my cucumbers had some powdery mildew. I'm almost ready to give up on the cucumbers. It's okay. This was not the season for cucumbers. So I did cut an additional, let me just get the sticks out of here. I cut an additional zucchini off yesterday. This is the new zucchini plant. I see some more growing in here and kind of hate to cut it, but I think I am gonna cut it. I'm gonna put some more gardening soil out here and pretty much I have some seeds in my pocket here, so I'm gonna put some gardening soil out. This bag is kind of heavy. Got my shears here. So my goal is today, the beginning part of the day is take any weeds out of the garden that I see, pull up any of the plants that are on its last legs. Oh man, there was like a big old worm in this bag of garden soil. So that's a good sign. I think where I had it laying, it might have been a little hole in the bag, so the worms and stuff were able to come in, which is fine. See some weeds over here. Gonna pull those up with my hands. I already know that the squirrels are gonna come out here a little bit later and dig all in this garden soil. So, yeah. May, that's mad long to grow. You're right. That's a very long time to grow some carrots. But most of the time I'll have garden planted out in different sections, but because I had a late start this year, I didn't really get a chance. So this bag is kind of heavy, so I'm trying to loosen it up in the bag and get it out here. What I want to plant here is some mustard greens, or some Asian greens that I feel like taste like spinach. So if I had my little hand rake, what I would be doing is like massaging the new soil into the old soil. Okay. But yeah, here we go. I need to move this. I'm actually tempted to just pull this zucchini plant out. So that I can have some more space over here. But let me try to get some of this soil around these last little few cucumbers that I have while the water is running over there. So here we go. Good morning. Good morning. If you're in the stream this morning, make sure you say hello. Ask me any questions. I probably should have got a bucket and like loosened up the soil and put it in the bucket, but it's okay. Just refresh the soil over here. I'll toss in some soil in the garden enclosure in a few. Gonna move this water over here to this tomato plant so that it could get some water. Good morning. So I'm out here. This bag is heavy. I don't like it. I had the step stool out here yesterday so that I could, let me turn you over a little bit. So I had the step stool out here yesterday because I had some tomatoes up top and I couldn't reach them because I couldn't reach them because they're way up top and I'm not that tall. So yeah, I do got to hit the gym. But the bag is very heavy, Rich. Very, very heavy. So, and the soil inside of it is kind of moist, which makes it even heavier. There we go. So I'm just gonna add some soil down here. You know what? I'm gonna use the step stool, throw this ball out of the way, as a little stand for you guys to see. Yeah, I'm the shorty queen. We got a lot of shorty kings out there, but I am definitely the shorty queen because I cannot. All right, I think that's a little bit better. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall. All right. So like I said, I'm out here refreshing the soil, even though I'm not pulling up this particular tomato plant. There is another tomato plant that I'm gonna pull up this morning. Not sad about it because I got a lot of tomatoes out of it. So, yeah. Out here trying to do my best to make sure I'm actually behind with fall planting too. So, we'll see how that goes. So I'll show you the tomato plant that I want to pull out. Yeah, I'll use this hand. So the tomato plant that I want to pull out is right over here. Let me turn the camera so you can see. So you see this one? It has a little bit. This plant is rotted, and the bush overall pretty much stopped producing. So you'll see that I have like all these plants over here that are growing tall. And tomato plant over there I'm gonna pull out this week too. I'm gonna leave this little Thai pepper plant right here for a little while. So as you can see, the big tomato plant all the way up top there, it's just I can't get to everything, so I'm gonna, let me see. You guys can see me pull out this tomato plant. Let me just change it a little bit. I'm gonna move out the, there we go. I gotta take the cage off of it first. Probably should do it with gloves on. Make sure I don't get something on my hand. So just gonna take all the Velcro off of it. I can reuse the Velcro, so I'm gonna keep it. Stick my foot in here. Oh man, it's a big tomato up top. Oh, I can make a fried green tomato. Might even give it to one of my sorority sisters here. Oh, good morning, Miss T. How are you? I'm doing some maintenance before I start planting my fall stuff. This Velcro is pretty tight. Try to get it off. All right. All right. Now, is this tomato good? This tomato might be good. I might could save this one. The other one, something bit into it. I'm not taking my chances with that. All right. So, man. All right. As you can see, the roots traveled a little bit, but this is one of so you want to hear something, Miss T? My brother complains all the time that I go live super early, but I say that's the best time to garden is in the morning before it gets like overly hot. So I come out, I water in the morning, I do some morning maintenance, and then I have the rest of the day to do whatever it is that I want. So that's why I'm out here super early. Grab this label out. I don't know if I'm gonna be strong enough to pull out this stake here. Nope. Actually, maybe. All right. So I'm gonna store away all my little stuff. I have these stakes for my tomato plants out. And yeah. So I'm gonna put this in the shed, put my cage in the shed because I don't need these for the fall. Topple over. And while I'm in here, pull out any weeds that I can get to that are against the gate. Let's see. So the funny part about this part of my garden is that it faces my neighbor's yard. They have gardens too, but they don't take care of their garden the way I take care of my garden. And it's kind of annoying because their weeds grow over into my yard, and I get like very, very mad. There's part of a language barrier, so I can't get too mad because I can't really tell them what I expect. And yeah, so their weeds grow up in my garden, and I don't like it, but it's okay. I have a marigold I'm gonna leave for now, pull out this solar light and put it somewhere else. Um, so yeah, all right. So we got the one tomato plant that's gone. Then I have like this wild strawberry thing that grows over here. These are not very edible. What I'm gonna do now, drag my garden soil over, refresh this part of the garden. I'm gonna try to do it without damaging these marigolds here or like crushing them with the bag. There we go. So, yeah. All right. Now I'm getting hot, Rich. I think it's time to get rid of this sweatshirt. Give me 1 second. Rich, you 100% correct. They gonna understand. 1 second. Okay. So, as you can see, I had to come out of that sweatshirt. I was getting a little bit hot. Rich, I did go drink some tea. I meant some water. So, the question in the chat is black cow the only soil that I use? No. I use all different kinds. And the reason why I do that, oh, 1 second. Thank you, Rich. How about now? All right. Good morning, Jason. So, Miss T's question is black cow the only type of garden soil that I use? It is not. I use different garden soils in different places in the garden. Um, Black cow is the only compost that I use, but I'm learning how to make my own compost so that I don't have to purchase it going forward. I don't know if I said it. Good morning, Jason. But I use Miracle Grow. I use Kellogg's, whatever's on sale, whatever's cheap. But black cow is my preferred one, so I'm just trying to grow my own compost and stuff. Sometimes I don't even refresh the garden with garden soil. I'll just come out and put some like fertilizer down and mix it in with the soil that I have, because my soil where I'm at is pretty rich. So I don't really need to top it off, but I do it because of A, I have a late start, and then B, I I want it to grow a little bit faster. Good morning, Kenneth. How are you? I think you're over from Miss T's stream, right? Thank you for joining me. So this morning, I'm essentially just gonna go in and just refresh a lot of this soil because, like I said, it's gonna get cold here soon, and I'm starting off pretty late doing my fall stuff. So I have some seedlings that didn't do too good. So in order to, my grandmother was telling me that if I don't have big plants to put out in the garden, I might as well start pulling stuff out now and just stop trying to have hope for the rest of these plants here. Listen, Rich, he said, yuck, I just can't. You are funny. It's not like literally like cow manure, it's compost. So it's not like I'm putting my hands in, you know, the S word. I don't want to curse on stream. So, yeah. You know what, Miss T? He always, but Rich won't tell y'all, but when he was here before, he had his hands in the cow manure compost, okay? And he probably didn't realize it because I don't know if I told him, but he definitely did. So, Rich, you might want to go wash your hands from a couple months ago, sir. So, yeah, let me just finish breaking up this soil, putting it out. And this soil right here is pretty old because I bought it at the at the top of the spring gardening season, and this is just a bag that I didn't use. I don't want to carry it over to the next season, so that's why I'm pretty much going in here now and topping off these plants. I'm trying not to kill the marigolds that are in there, but they might have to go because I need the space. I need the space. So I have the devil is alive. You think the devil was a lie, but you did, bro. You did. You had your hands all up in it and didn't even realize it. So here is my jalapeno bush that put out a lot of jalapenos. I don't really see, I see some babies in there. I'm not really using. Here's one. Here's a good one here. So I got a little jalapeno out of there, put it over here so I could get it. But I don't really need the babies. I'm gonna leave the one in the back for now. But this plant right here, everybody was telling me to overwinter the jalapeno, but because I don't use jalapenos that much, I'm not gonna overwinter it. I'm just gonna pull it right on out. I hate to, because this bush was like a winner this season, and there's some little ones on there, but I don't want it. All right, take this stake out. I had the stake in there to keep it from bowing over and breaking, but like, yeah, totally healthy plant, but it too has got to go. I get amazed when I see like real crazy like root systems for these plants. I know I don't like spicy food, but I grow spice, you know. So that particular jalapeno plant, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop it up and put it in my compost bin. Um, so yeah, I got some space in the front now. I can kind of see a little bit better what I got over here. And you can see this plant back here, or maybe you can't see. Maybe I'll pick up the phone and zoom in for you. The plant in the back, the jalapeno in the plant in the back has a lot of jalapenos that'll be ready to pick in a couple days, I think. So I'm gonna leave that one and pull it out later. So Miss T says this time of the year is bittersweet, letting the summer plants go and then making room for fall plants. You're right. So I wouldn't even be out here pulling plants if it wasn't for my grandmother. She was like, girl, you know you got to get out there and get them plants out so that you can get your stuff in. You're going to wait too late. And if you know how my grandmother sounds, you know that I cracked up when she said that. So, yeah, she has like, she called me the other day. She has, I think she said she counted 94 collard green plants in her backyard. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's a crazy amount of plants, but she has the space for it. She has, I think, three or four different sections of her garden where she plants stuff. So she has collard greens, turnip greens, kale, mustards, like you name it, she got it. Like the southern, real southern planting, she got everything. And I'm trying to aspire to be like that one day. So I got this garden soil refresh. I got my okra plants here. Those I'm not gonna touch. And I was just in one section. How long have I been farming / gardening? I started, I want to say, COVID was like 2019, 2020. So maybe around 2018, 2019, because before I didn't have the time to do it. And now I make the time because it's a relaxing thing for me to do. So like when I have a lot of stress and pressure, I just come out in the garden and it relaxes me. So that's one of the reasons why I garden. If you go back and you look at my very first video on the channel, it'll give you a little bit of background about why I started gardening. So I hope that answers your question, Kenneth. man, I have so many plants here and I hate to pull them out. So like, for example, right, I have, and this is crazy, I have 3-gallon bags of Roma tomatoes, but I'm holding on to these Roma tomato plants because they still got green tomatoes on them. And I'm like, I don't want to pull them because they still making stuff, but I need the space. So now I'm trying to debate whether this Roma tomato plant over here, let me just turn the camera. I'm trying to debate if the Roma tomato plant right there, if I should pull it or leave it. Maybe I should do a poll because I want to keep it. I got at least a good like 5 or 6 tomatoes on there. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I just don't know. You see remember the funny meme? Like I could do whatever. I'm like, I could leave it and do whatever. But it's also kind of like dying a little bit. So like, I just want to keep it. Yeah, so I have four tomato plants still producing. Um, so another area in my backyard, Rich, you know your brother-in-law do not want me putting no more plants in this backyard, or else I would. The whole side I would have full of gardening stuff, but I'm trying not to do it. Plus, I'm not really sure how much we're gonna be here next year with the renovation coming up. So I'm trying to garden in moderation here. So this plant has like one big, I wonder if I pick it if it'll turn red, because this is the biggest one on the plant. And I also have someone who likes fried green tomatoes, so maybe if I pull it out I can give the green tomato away. And I do have another Roma plant over on the side over there, so maybe I should just pull it because like I said, I need the space. But in front of this poblano plant right here, it decided that it wanted to come and hook me up late in the season. It literally just started producing. So I'm gonna leave it for another week or so because I think I'll have a few poblano peppers. I don't even know what to do with the poblano peppers. I don't even know why I have this plant because I don't eat peppers like that either. So I'm also just checking in to see if I have any more okra to pick. I do, because if you let them get too big, then they're not edible. Good morning, Divine Music. How are you? So yeah, I'm gonna clip off. I actually need my little, oh, here goes my basket. I need my shears so I could clip off this okra over here, because when you let them get too big, then they're not edible, and I don't like that. I want to be able to eat whatever I can. So let me just toss these plants over to the side, get them out of my way. Let me get my shears. So I see an okra plant hiding back there. I mean, an okra that I need to pick. Where'd it go? Oh, the bees are out this morning. I'm also not trying to get stung. There it is. So, all right. So I got me a little okra this morning. Yesterday I picked about um, maybe 5 or 6 okra. I didn't see this one hiding. Doing good, dear. How's the weather? The weather's pretty great today. It's pretty awesome here today. It was in the 60s when I came out this morning. I'm pretty sure we're hitting the 70s right about now. Divine, do you have a garden? Let me know in the chat. And if you have a garden, is it like an in the ground garden or is it like a container garden? I'm trying to do a little bit of both. I got a little bit inspired by some people growing both, so I'm trying to do both for the fall. But yeah, these okra plants are doing pretty good. You know what? I think I'm just gonna pull out this Roma tomato plant because I have another one over there that has way more. So this too has to go. I'm just gonna pull off this green one here and maybe see if it'll turn red. You do have a container garden? Let me know what you're growing. All right, so same drill. I need to take off all the Velcro, make it easier for me to get in there. Start at the bottom and see how many I got on here. So I use Velcro during the spring and summertime to make sure my plants don't bow over and break. And At some point the Velcro stopped working and you see the plant started bowing over anyway, so it's time to go. Here's another green one. Maybe I'll try some fried green tomatoes here. Then they got some babies that I'm not gonna try because they probably bitter. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my Velcro, try to reuse them. Few veggies and flowers. Nice. I have the main flower that I have are marigolds, as you can see. All right, so here's another tomato cage. All right, let's put these up and pull up this tomato plant here. I need the shears. I tied a string up here. That's great. Cheers. Cheers. Where are you from? I only hear people from Europe really saying cheers. Let me know. This plant was growing all in my neighbor's yard, so it too has to go. All right, so I got some extra space over here. And like I said, while I'm out here, might as well pull out any weeds. Out here pulling my weeds. So I gotta make sure I get a, you're from the UK? Oh, thank you for joining from the UK. Appreciate it. It's kind of hard getting these weeds from behind these plants. Let me see if I can get this stake out. Twist it a little bit, loosen it up. All right, so this can get put away till next season. All right. Okay, so here we go. I got weeds growing in my marigolds. I didn't even realize it. If you're in the stream, make sure you come in and say hi. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe and notify so you can come back and join me again. It's a tremendous amount of weeds out here. This is crazy. Divine music. Oh, thank you for joining. I will try to enjoy my harvest as much as possible. Today, the goal was not to harvest, but I'll pick as I go along if I see something. I'm also gonna prune up this okra plant right here. I had a groundhog buddy who came through and mowed down the leaves at the bottom. See what this joker did? He ate up them leaves. But it's okay, because the okra plants, this bee is out here really trying to bother me, but it's okay. All right, so, okay. I got this space over here pretty much cleared out, and put some garden soil over here. And I think that's this bag right here. It's all done. All right. So spread it out. Spread it out really good. Then the next thing I'll do is go into the garden enclosure, and if I have time this morning, because I am on a schedule this morning, if I have time, I will trim out some of the leaves, pull these weeds back here while I can. So now that I can see a little bit better, more weeds to pull out. So refresh this soil. All right, so now I have some new spaces to put some seeds down. And I got my carrots out this morning. I got my seeds out this morning, and doing pretty good. Can't complain. I might need to buy a couple bags of garden soil or compost to go in the rest of the garden, but what I also may do is just, oh, my bad, bee, I'm bothering the bees, so they bothering me and I'm bothering them. So one of the things I could do now is I'll take you around. I'm not gonna drop any seeds down. I'm gonna water this soil in this morning. I'm gonna grab the water hose real quick, and we'll go around and take a look at the garden and what all I'm watering. So you'll see that I've had this water hose watering in this tomato plant. I'm gonna leave this one. Has way more tomatoes that are about to be just water in the soil real good. Make sure it doesn't dry out, because the plan is tomorrow. Do I grow pumpkins for Halloween? I don't. So I'm a small space gardener, and pumpkins take up way too much space. So I can't plant pumpkins. I tried it one time and it almost took over the whole garden, so I pulled the whole thing out. So this is just one section. I'll take you over. Excuse the trampoline there. I've been watering my containers this morning. The containers do have seeds in them, so, well, had seeds, they're seedlings now. So in this one, I have some beets. And then this one are like mustards, Asian mustard, they're tatsoi mustards. This one is pak choi cabbage. Over here is my big giant broadleaf red giant mustards. So I have all of that in the containers. Got a bit of cabbage and broccoli in these containers. This is cabbage. Then I got like three different collard green plants. And this one I actually need to go in and thin them out. I try to leave the strongest one, and here I have Bates collards, 3 different ones. This is broccoli, got to thin it out. And then Swiss chard, which is looking pretty good. You'll see my basil plant back here. I have it propping up this hibiscus because it kept falling. So this is the big plant in the back is hibiscus. I'm trying to see how I could grow it and get some of the flowers off to make tea. And then another plant that I have propping it up is a zinnia plant over in the back there. So we got a lot of plants in here. Let me just go around and also water my little pansy plant up here. I like flowers too. There's a weed in here, but I didn't take it out yet. So if you didn't see earlier, it's my little carrot harvest. I'm pretty proud of my carrot harvest. Okay, now we'll go into the space that we were in earlier. I'll show you. So here's where the carrots were, and water that in. Make sure all the organisms in the soil. And then this is the big Carolina Reaper plant here. And I need to take my shears because this is like out of control how these hot pepper plants. And I saw some spiders, so I know that when I come in here, I gotta wear a hat because I'm not really trying to get ate up by any spiders. I gotta fix the there we go. I gotta fix my water hose here. It's a little loose. But yeah, so this is what we got going in the garden right now. Oh, there's a kink in my hose. Let me clear the kink out. Give me 1 second. Okay, so a little kink in my hose. I'm afraid a lot. So it's not that I'm afraid. I don't like spiders. I don't know anybody who likes spiders, who wants spiders in their hair. Imagine you just sitting at a table and a bug crawl out of your hair. That's crazy. That's crazy work right there. This hose is giving me a problem this morning, so try to let me help myself by moving the hose a little bit. I'm trying to drag this. So I have an old rain barrel here that I don't use anymore, so I use it as a prop to sit stuff on. And man, that thing heavy. So, all right. So over here are my strawberry plants. I'm waiting for my big brother to buy me a green stalk planter so I could pull up my strawberries. Oh, I finally got one before the squirrels could. So check it out. Got me a strawberry before the squirrels did. All right, I'll put that there. That'll be something good to add to my yogurt this morning. Oh, it's a bunch of strawberries in here. I must have caught them off guard this morning. So I got another one. I got 2 strawberries to go in my yogurt this morning. And I got some pretty big ones growing in here. Hopefully, I can get them before the squirrels do. I thought I saw one on the backside yesterday, but I guess they got that one. And I'm also going to water these pepper plants from the backside. Time check, Rich. I got about 15 minutes left before I need to go get dressed for the day. I'm also going to go in and harvest more peppers maybe. I need to get my shears and deadhead and remove some weeds from this section, but let's see. I'm gonna leave the water on this rose bush for now. Let the rose bush get an abundance of water I'm gonna get my shears so I could deadhead the roses and the marigolds on this side. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my rose bush. A few streams ago, I explained to people that we have roses here, and normally this rose bush only blooms once a year, but this year the rose bush has bloomed about 4 or 5 times. So I wonder if I water it, deep water it like I'm doing right now, I just have the water hose on it, and I keep deadheading it, will I get more roses before winter kicks in? So I'll go in, clip off the dead roses. Oh man, something started eating around this. Oh, so you guys ever seen a bug that disguises itself as a leaf? That junk just scared the crap out of me. So check it out. It was like I'm staring at it, it's staring at me. It looked like a leaf, but it's really a bug. That's crazy. Now I gotta look up to see what kind of bug that is. But it gotta go. So this is why I wear a hat in the garden. Because if that bug had got on me, it would be a running fit out here today. But it gotta go. So I'm gonna just knock it off. Get it away. It flew away. So yeah. Thank you, Rich. Thank you. Now, it is a nice logo. But did you see that bug just now? Is you laughing because I hit the bug? Bro, I do not play with bugs like that. I gotta try to get in here and get the rest of these without getting stuck by thorns. I'm gonna trim off the dead leaves too. Pretty sure that's not healthy, so they gotta go. Okay. All right, I think I got them all. Um, yeah, I think I got them. I kind of think I should, you see the branch that's like going down, I kind of think I should clip that off, but I'm gonna leave it for now. I'll clip it off the next time. I have another, I have some marigolds in here that I need to deadhead, so I'll make deadhead these and then we'll wrap up the stream in a little bit. So I had I had my daughter out here yesterday deadheading the marigolds on the other side. So the more I deadhead, the more comes in. I love it because it looks beautiful. And I do save. So you see I'm putting them in one of the cinder blocks here. It's because I'll come out here eventually and get a few of them and save them for seeds for next year. So yeah. What's in this flower? I didn't cut it because something was in it. So just deadhead these marigolds right here. Some of them are still pretty full, but they're like dead in the middle, and I don't like the way they look with like the brown stuff in the middle. I'll show you. So it's pretty full, but like look in the middle. Like see all that brown gush? I don't like that. All right. So I got some in here. All right. So that's what I got going on out here in the garden. Um, I moved the water hose over here to this rose bush. All right. So we've been out here. We pulled up some plants. We put down some new garden soil. We had a very big carrot harvest for the day. For those of you that popped in to say hello, chat with me a little bit, thank you for coming in. I'll be live again tomorrow. It's actually scheduled, so make sure you go in and you hit the notify button. Happy growing, everybody. And for some of you, I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you for joining in. Again, I'm Farmer Chas, and I can't wait to chat with you all again for another time. Good morning, Chanel. Um, but that's all we have time for today. I'm going to do a longer live stream tomorrow, so if you're available, come right on in with your questions. And I hope everybody has a great day. Hope you learned a little bit of something this morning, or you just enjoyed the content this morning. And happy growing, and I hope to see everybody soon. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and if you're coming in late, you can go in and rewatch it again. All right, have a good day, everybody.